spent 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. I spent 10,000 hours all the rest of my life. I'm gonna love you. What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to talk to you about the unemployment benefits and the $600, the extra $600 that people are receiving for being unemployed. And I wanted to give you the truth of what's going to happen and what you can really fight for after the fact. And I hope I make sense to a lot of people. I hope it doesn't come off as me saying that I complain about people getting extra money. It's not the case. Obviously, I want people to get stimulus checks. I want people to get money in their hands, but in a different way. So I'll get into this in just a second. Before I start, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And I do a giveaway every single week, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video to hear all about it. Now, I wanted to talk about the extra $600 because there's truth to what's actually happening. If you don't know what's going on with unemployment, right, people are getting an extra $600, basically $2,400 a month for being unemployed. And it makes sense for all of the people that are unemployed. It really helps them out. But what does this do? What's one thing that, unemployment really does for people? Giving people money for sitting on their couch. What does this really do? It incentivizes people not to work. And I'm not saying that everybody needs to work a physical job. I feel like people need to be able to work something to create value for themselves and then also to create value for the country. If nobody works and everybody gets unemployment, then that means nobody's working in these jobs that, maybe you get paid $24 an hour, $30 an hour. But if you get an extra $600 without having to pay any taxes on that, then that's a different story. I mean, you don't really have to work and you could do other things and, have family time and all that stuff by just being unemployed. It kind of incentivizes people not to work. So if you don't know, the unemployment benefit is supposed to end at the end of July. So this is something that a lot of people are talking about because of the fact that they're not going to be receiving this money anymore. And what are they really going to do? Now, for some people, it's legit. Some people saying that, they're not really going to get their job back. They got laid off, and the fact that the company doesn't really have as much revenue coming in the door, now they truly got laid off and they're truly out of a job. Now there's other people that really had to wait for it to go into yellow and wait for it to go into green to where they can get their job back. And some people are saying, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to find a way to get fired. I'm going to find a way not to, have to go back to work so I can get this extra $600 per week of unemployment benefits. And I feel like that's not the way you need to think about, living in the United States and working in the United States and going about your everyday life. That's not the way that you want to think about it. So I just have this article here, and it's not really going into the article here. It's just really for background, for something behind me. But the extra $600, I mean, it's going to expire, and I feel, in my opinion, that it should expire. I feel like it should have expired a lot sooner. But don't click out of this video yet. But I feel like they should have replaced that with something else. Instead of giving people an extra $2,400 to do nothing, incentivize people to go back to work and just give them $600 a week or $2,000 per month in a stimulus check or a UBI or whatever for a short period of time. And then you're going to incentivize them to go back to work because you're saying, hey, you're going to get this money no matter what. You're getting $2,000 a month. You can go back to work and make an extra $600 a month or make an extra, $1,000 a month. So what you're bringing in around $3,000 per month, even though your full paycheck is only $1,000 for the whole entire month. So that's something that would incentivize people to get back to work. And that's why I say that this should be replaced, that the $600 should be replaced with something different. Now, hopefully I'm making sense here, and a lot of people are not just saying, oh, well, this guy doesn't know anything, because I'm really trying to help out the country. And the unemployment rate, yeah, it's starting to drop down. And if we just focus on this unemployment benefit, we're never going to get anything in the pockets of Americans. We need money in the form of a stimulus or in the form of a UBI. And that's the way that it's going to work. We need to pitch to Republicans saying, hey, we want people to work, so we want a stimulus check so that we can incentivize them to go back to work, make a little bit extra on top of it by getting a stimulus. Instead, you're basically saying, let's fight for unemployment, saying, let's fight for people to stay unemployed. That's not what we want. We want people to be employed, But if they're not going to be employed, then they're still going to get this $2,000 per month or $1,000 per month or however much you're going to give them per month. This is why I think this should go away entirely, because it's not really going to help people at all. Now, I know they're talking about different forms of this, which is $450 per week if you're on the front lines, which is a really good thing because you're basically saying, hey, we're incentivizing you to go back to work. We're giving you $450 to go back to work. And that's what it's all about. It's about getting people to work every single day. Now, like I said, the reason we shouldn't focus on this is because once the unemployment rate drops to a certain area or a certain percentage, then, they're not really going to focus on this at all. So if we keep focusing on it, they're going to say, well, this doesn't even matter. Why does this matter when people are actually working? What matters is the fact that people are 3 months behind on their bills and now they need money. Not about the fact that they're not working, because there are people that are not working. There's always people that are not working. It's not to say that they don't need money. They do need money, but I don't think they need extra money on top of extra money on top of extra money and basically paying all of their bills plus groceries and everything that they have in their back pocket or in their monthly expenses. Now they don't really have to go out of their way in order to, make money. You know what I mean? So they're not going to push to get back to work because they don't really need to. So that's all I'm saying, is that I don't want people to get caught up on unemployment. Just because it's $2,400 a month, I feel like it needs to be something completely different. They want to extend this so that people can work less, and it's just not going to help out the country. So obviously I have different thoughts on different sides. Obviously when it comes to unemployment, I'm thinking more on the Republican side, where they're like, hey, you know what? We don't need to incentivize people not to work. I understand that. And then also on the Democratic side, people need stimulus checks. So I like great ideas and ideas that blend well together, but I don't like the fact that, we're really selling these unemployment benefits as something that's a good thing for the country. It may be a good thing for some people that are truly hurting by this pandemic and haven't had a job in a while, have been in debt for a while, and some people that may have lost their job, seriously lost their job to where it's not coming back anymore. And that's something that they would really need extra money for, but we can do that in the form of a stimulus check. So this is something that they're fighting for in the HEROES Act, but to be honest, I feel like it's not going to be passed. This is something that can be replaced. If we think about this and say, hey, you know what? Instead of fighting for this $600 to be extended, how about we fight for that to go into the stimulus checks for normal people, normal Americans, give everybody a slice of that. And it doesn't have to be the full $600 per week or $2,400 per month. You can basically say, I'll give people an extra, $500 per month. And then you'll be able to split those payments across so many different people so that, it makes it easier to spread it across instead of just focusing on that $600 per week for that one person. So let me know what you think about this. I understand that some people really need the extra benefits, but just think about this and, look at both sides here. Would you rather have $2,400 per month and then they give you the option to say, hey, you know what, if you can work, go back to work. If you can't work, then don't work. You know what I mean? If they give you that option, then I feel like that would be better for the country. Tell me that I'm wrong, because I don't believe that I'm wrong. $600 per week incentivizes people not to work. They sit on the couch and then they're not doing actual or physical activity, and they're not improving the country, whether it's mentally or physically. And then you have people over on this side to where they're getting money in a stimulus check, going back to work, improving the country with their innovative ideas and, maybe hard labor, whatever labor they're putting into it, if they're fixing roads, things like that. So like I said, let me know what you think about this. Do you think that they should stick with the $600 per week, or do you think that they should move more into the stimulus checks and adding money to stimulus checks or a UBI? Let me know exactly what you think down below. But that's my video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one, and hit that little notification bell so that you're always aware when I post another video. Seriously, that helps me out and it helps you out, especially if you're looking for stimulus check information, credit cards, personal finance. Not really credit cards and personal finance lately, because a lot of stimulus check news is out there, and I really need to make sure a lot of people are up to date. especially with the growth of my channel because of the stimulus check stuff. So all of the people that were here before the growth, I really appreciate it. Stick around. I will have all of that stuff as the stimulus check and stimulus information starts to really die off and people are getting the money that they deserve. So once it gets to that point, then I'll start to really push towards the personal finance and investing and all that other stuff. So stick around. And if you are sticking around, I really appreciate it. All of the people that have reached out to me and told me that they are sticking around, I appreciate it so much. But I do a giveaway every week, so make sure you stick around for that. Enter the giveaway by going over my Instagram. Let me know that you're subscribed to both channels, this one and the Perry Experience, and that you want to enter the giveaway, and then we can go from there. You'll get one ticket in the hat, and hopefully you win. But that's it, guys. I'm going to have to get out of here, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.